Thanks for joining us for today's Soothing Mama's Woes series. Today we're going to talk about achy and tight neck and shoulders. This is a common problem among mothers and expecting mothers. During pregnancy, your posture tends to roll forward. The shoulders rolling forward, the chest tightens. That's because of the increasing weight of the breasts as well as lax ligaments. So to counteract that, we have to stretch and be conscious of the posture. Today's exercises will help you with that. After pregnancy, of course, you're carrying a baby, which causes lots of tension in the shoulders, the trapezius muscles, the neck in general, everything tightens up. So these stretches will help you with those symptoms. We'll start with just some gentle neck rolls, dropping the chin toward the chest, and on an inhale, take your chin over toward your left shoulder. Stay there for 2 deep breaths. Pressing down with the right shoulder as you do to ground that shoulder. You can place the right hand behind the back to really anchor the shoulder blade. And on an inhale, bring the chin back to the center. And as you exhale, take it to the right shoulder, placing that left hand behind the back to anchor the shoulder, breathing deeply. 1 more deep breath here. Releasing back to the center. Once more each side. Inhale left. Stay for 2 deep breaths. Focusing on deep breaths, sending that breath to the place where you feel this stretch the most. Inhaling center and exhale right. Rolling the chin over to the right shoulder, keeping that left shoulder down. Maybe actively pressing it down. Inhale back to the center and lift the head. As you exhale now, drop your right ear toward your right shoulder. Take your right hand out and up and place it gently on the ear. No pulling here, no pressing down, just resting the weight of the arm on the side of the head to deepen the stretch. You are actively, though, pushing that left shoulder down. Inhaling out of the stretch, exhale to the other side. Take that left arm up and over, gently resting on the ear. You can repeat these stretches several times on each side. It's best to do it 2 or 3 times at least to be most effective. Using an inhale, come out. And when you exhale, drop your chin again. Place the hand on the back of the head, just resting again, no pulling. For a gentle release. Inhale out. We'll repeat once more each side. Drop to the right, right hand on the ear. Sending your breath to those muscles deep in the left side of your neck. Releasing. Good. Inhale out. And exhale left. Placing that left hand on the right ear. Breathing deeply. Release. Drop the chin forward. Hand resting on the back of the head. Good. From here, practicing a couple of shoulder rolls to really try to loosen up the muscles, the trapezius muscles here at the tops of the shoulders, as well as the muscles between the shoulder blades. So as you inhale, lift your shoulders up, and exhale, push them back and down. The shoulder blades come together with that push. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll back and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll. 2 more. Following deep breath. 1 more. Good. Now, take your elbows up, placing the hands behind the head, and press back with the elbows, breathing deeply, reversing the postural curve in that upper back. Inhale, opening the chest. Stay here for a breath. Good. And as you exhale, bring the elbows forward. Inhale up once more. And release. Good. We can now stretch the shoulder rotators, reaching up with the right hand and then down behind the back. And then reach up from behind with the left hand, trying to bring the fingertips together. If they reach, you can interlace or clasp the fingers together and stay here. If they don't reach, find the place they stop and breathe into that space. We are normally asymmetrical, so you'll find most likely that you can get much further on one side than the other. After 3 deep breaths here, release that stretch and repeat on the other side. Reach the left hand up, place it down the back behind the shoulder blades, and then the right hand up behind you. Again, if the fingertips reach, clasping them together and breathing 3 deep breaths here. So we're stretching into internal rotation on the right shoulder and external rotation on the left. Since we do this on both sides, we stretch all the shoulder rotators on both sides, releasing slowly out of the stretch. So repeating a similar motion, reaching up with the right hand, place that right hand down between the shoulder blades. Take your left hand up and over and take hold of the elbow behind your head. Avoid pushing the head forward. Press back with that right elbow and then draw the elbow in toward the center of the body for a tricep stretch. Also stretching the muscles along the side underneath the shoulder blade, releasing slowly. Reach up, place the hand behind the neck, down between the shoulder blades, reaching up and over, taking hold of the elbow, pulling it in toward the center, reaching down with that left hand. Breathing deeply. And releasing slowly. Coming to hands and knees now. For a couple more stretches, we'll do the thread the needle to stretch the space between the shoulder blades. Inhaling the left arm up. As you exhale, thread the needle coming through this space. Come down to your ear. Releasing all the tension out of the shoulders and neck. Breathing deeply. 2 deep breaths here. And then use an inhale to come up. And repeating on the right, inhale, right arm up. And as you exhale, thread the needle, come down to that right ear. Trying to get the right shoulder to touch the ground. You can press with the back of the hand into the ground and then move the hips slightly, very subtly to the right to give a little traction on the shoulder and that shoulder blade, extending that stretch. You should feel this stretch in the hard to stretch place between the shoulder blades, behind that right shoulder blade. Coming out very slowly, back up to hands and knees. We'll do an interesting version now of child's pose, where you place your forehead down and then roll up, lifting your hips onto the crown of your head and beyond. Really interesting stretch in the back of the neck. Coming back down slowly for a breath. Coming up slowly to sit. Hopefully this edition of Soothing Mama's Woes gave you some tools to help you relieve the tension and stress in the neck and shoulders that's inevitable to motherhood.